Hi guys, I'm back, and today I'm going to be doing a video where I show my 5-gallon tank. It's a moss tank, but it does have lots of bugs in it. And I'm going to show the tank, and also I'm going to be putting in lots more bugs. So right here I have millipedes and roly-polies. The roly-polies are also known as isopods, potato bugs, pill bugs, wood lice. They have a lot of names. And I also call the, I have two kinds of millipedes in here. One of the kinds you're going to hear me call millicents, because they look like centipedes, but they're actually a kind of millipede. I looked it up. It's the kind right here, the one there. That's the kind that is, compared to the other ones that are more round, like over here. But I have a lot of bugs in here currently, and so these are all, I found them in the yard because we have lots of rocks near me. We have lots of rocks all the way over here, and then over here there's all these I can lift, and then in the front yard we have more too. So yeah. So right here, this is the tank. Like I said earlier, it's 5-gallon. It's my old hermit crab tank since I got a 10-gallon for the hermit crabs. I now use this for the moss thing. This spring I started it, and hopefully it survives. I have lots of kinds of moss. And over here I have some really long star moss, like it's nice and long. And you can see there's smaller ones and bigger ones. These bigger ones are still growing and the bottom's all dead. So I'm not sure if the bigger ones are going to survive, but the smaller ones are doing fine. Bigger ones aren't as good. See, the bottom's all dead. It's hard to film this outside though, because I can't really look at the camera much. This helps a little bit. I'm not sure how it looks on the camera. Okay, so, yeah, this moss over here is germinating. That's what these little things are up there. I don't know the names of all the moss, but there is a lot of it. And some of these things I'm going to show that the bugs particularly love to hide on. One of them is this one, and I'm going to pick that up and show you. So on the underside, I'm going to show. The underside, they don't hide much there, but they do hide on the inside in here, and on this side in this hole. There's a hole in there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a few in there. And yes, they love to hide on that. And I just redid the tank today, so it does look, with a lot of the bugs are still venturing around, like the bug right here on the side. It's a roly-poly, or whatever you like to call them, right there, right over in this area. You can see his little antennae. There he goes. So he's still looking around, and the rest of the bugs will be once I put them in. So I'm just gonna, for the bigger bugs, for some of the bigger bugs, I'm gonna, like bigger roly-polies and millipedes, I will pick them up and show them. But for some of the smaller ones, I don't want to damage them with the oils on their skins. They can hurt and injure the younger bugs, so I'll either take with a stick for some of the really small ones so that I don't hurt them, and then for medium size that are still not big enough to hold. This is all just from my opinion, but I will take those out, I'll slowly dump them, softly, so that they can walk out. That way it won't hurt them or anything. So I'm gonna start with some of the bigger bugs. Let me take them out. They're right over here. So the biggest bug I have is this roly-poly here. This is the biggest bug in the tank. And this is where I'm gonna let it go. Here's the other one. I'm gonna let off here. He's still on me. Let's try and get him off. There we go. It's hard to see with the shadow, but there he goes. As I said, I have multiple kinds of bugs in here. I have multiple kinds of roly-polies, or isopods, or whatever you like to call them. I'm just going to say roly-polies throughout the video. And then I have lots of kinds of roly-polies, and then I just have a few kinds of, going in the moss, of, what should I say, millipedes in here. I only have 2. And there's lots of different kinds. I have one in here that I'm not putting in the tank currently, but was in the tank, or is in the tank, I mean, is one that's like, he has the kind that has a little, he's like black, and then he has a little stripe on his back, which I think is really pretty. And it's spring currently here in Minnesota, and in spring, that's when they have babies. I'm not sure about the millipedes, but the roly-polies, which is why I'm trying to get a good amount so that I can have babies like breeding in the tank by themselves and then have more. But yeah, I just let in a Millicent. I'm not sure where he went. I think he's over here. That over there was the millipede. And I'm going to put in one of the other kinds of millipedes, which I simply call millipedes. I'm not sure what kind it is. It's hard to grab him. Right now he's scared, so he's wrapped up in a ball. But he just came out, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to show him. There he is. My hands are all dirty from being outside all day. So I'm gonna let him down. So he went in there. Also in the corner you can also see I have, there's one right there, that's the biggest one. There's also a smaller one. For the rest of these, I'm going to slowly dump them in, and I'm going to show you how I do that so that you can know that I'm not hurting them. So I'm going to go like that so that they'll go to this side. And then I'm going to slowly go like this. There they are. There's a lot right there, and there's still some more that I'm going to dump in now. But let's see those quick. You can see they all went around quickly, and now a lot of them are under things. Every once in a while I'll hold some of them, but I don't do it too often because I don't want to stress them out or hurt them. But there's some under Here, a lot of them are under here in this area. This is where I dumped them out. There's a millicent and a millipede. Both really millipedes, but I call them differently. So now I'm gonna check, there's a millipede right there. Now I'm gonna check the bin that I had them in. You can see movement up there and see, but I'm gonna see if I got I'm pretty much just gonna check if I got all of them out. And this is important because it's possible that you could have had more in there, and then if it were to rain or something, they were trapped in here, they'd die and drowned. And yes, I just found another in here, in this corner here. Come up, yeah, you can see him in the only light area in the bucket, right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get him out and then show you, but you can see him in the corner. Okay, so I accidentally let him in here. I thought that the video was filming and it wasn't. So he's in here now, but yeah. This is the tank. Today I was able to put deeper dirt in here so that it's all reflecting as grass, but it's actually dirt in the tank. So that it will be deep enough for them to burrow, because before it was just down here and all this stuff was all the way down here and there was no more dirt, so I had to add more. And all this grass you see is just reflection of my hands and stuff. So here's the tank with the lid on, and the reason I'm holding my hand is because I have a bug in my hand. That's the reason I'm holding them out, is because there's a bug here. So here I'm gonna show the bug in my hand. He's right. This might not work. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I thought this might work. Showing the bug, I'm gonna turn this way, but it's facing the sun. Maybe then it will work. Yeah, that's working better. So I'm gonna grab the bug and put him on my hand here. Oh, a minute, let me make this. There we go. This is the biggest one that I put in today, and I'm not even sure how many bugs I put in today. I don't keep track of the amount because that would just be pretty hard. But these are all wild, and I think I'm giving them a pretty good home to roam around in, kind of in captivity. They are outside though. I do keep the tank outside though, so that the moths can have sunlight and stuff. So they do experience the heat and cold, and during the winter I bring them in. During the winter I bring them inside, but because it gets cold in Minnesota and snow. But during summer, spring, and fall, they're outside. Until the first snowfall, they're normally outside, or until it gets really cold. Below 30 degrees, they're inside. I'll just say below freezing, which is 32. Since normally I can't give them deep enough substrate for them to bury down deep enough to be warm, since plus there's glass in between, so they won't be actually hot from going down deeper, or not hot, but warm, because they normally bury down 3-4 feet deep, and this tank's only a foot deep. So there's no way, unless I have a lot of money to to get that, and my parents aren't going to pay for it. I would have to. And especially not during coronavirus happening right now. Normally I'd be in school currently, but with everything happening, that doesn't work. This is the kind of stuff that I've been doing outside, and I like doing it. A lot of times I'll look for bugs and catch them and put them in the thing and then just release them afterwards under the rocks, but this time I put them in the tank so that I can get some more for spring. And then after I get a good amount, I'm not going to get any more, and then it will just be like it is. So I think that's all I'm going to get. I'm probably not going to get any more bugs. I put him on this stick somewhere. He's here. He's on the other side of it. And he just went under a piece of bark. And I'm just gonna let him go now, and I'm gonna end the video. One more thing I'm gonna say is I do have to spray this regularly so that the moss stays alive, and roly-polies need humidity, and so do millipedes. So also this stuff here isn't really a moss, it just has moss on it. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it.